Hey everyone, today I'm covering Anbernic's RG353PS. The RG353PS might sound and look very familiar, and that's essentially because it is. The RG353PS is a budget version of last year's RG353P, with a focus on delivering a simple Linux OS at cheaper price point. Despite that cheaper price point, we still have an RK3566 chip inside, which should give us decent Dreamcast and below emulation, a mini HDMI output, a Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and a 3.5 inch 640 by 480 display. Straight out of the box, I really do like the SNES controller candy bar layout, and the RG353P still looks great despite being a very busy layout. On front, as well as the controls, we've got a function button, the power button for some reason, while on top we've got stacked shoulder buttons, 2 micro USB-C ports, a reset button, micro HDMI out and volume buttons. On the back we've got the 2 circular grip pads, which are so, and underneath we've got 2 micro SD card slots, one for firmware and one for ROMs, as well as the headphone jack. So all in all, the RG353PS does have a lot going on despite its small package. Like the RG353P before it, the RG353PS has a limited reach when using the analog joysticks alongside the rest of the controls, which doesn't make it great for heavy DualShock use games, but mostly fine for single joystick experiences like Nintendo 64 games. The D-pad isn't one of Anbernic's best. It's a nice size and has okay resistance to it, but it does feel pretty stiff to press and is prone for accidental multi-directional input due to a too generous centre pivot. The buttons are nice and responsive with a great press to them, despite them being a bit too squished together. The shoulder buttons aren't bad at all, they're a little loud but have a good press to them and work really well in the context of retro gaming. Overall, the RG353PS isn't a horrendous control scheme by any means, but there are quirks and oddities to them which I'm just not used to seeing when it comes to Anbernic handhelds. In terms of firmware, there's very little to complain about, to be honest. The out-the-box emulation station flavour isn't bad at all, and the excellent ArcOS custom firmware is also available for the handheld, which is pretty much all I need. There's save states, RetroArch settings, pixels, shaders, cheats, retro achievements, and much more to be able to play around with, and it very much works as a simple pick up and play experience too. So I'll cut to some gameplay footage now and summarise back up at the end. So, in terms of a pick up and play experience, the RG353PS isn't a bad recommendation at all. The fact something in this price range, in this form factor, plays the likes of Dreamcast so well is really great to see and really shows the growth in retro handhelds in general, even in the relatively short time that I've had this channel. It's a shame that the controls aren't quite perfect, but there's still a lot to like here. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching.